You know what I don't like about Joe, guys? Every time he's done recording his show, he doesn't care about me recording mine. He starts to make a whole lot of noise. So I had to stop him just now from that massage thing that does that. I'm like, I gotta tape my show. So let's get right into my show. So I want to talk about That's So Raf and Iyah again, because I just spoke about them in the last video. And I know that some of you that are watching me don't know who these people are. All right, but it's okay. This is what I want to do over here, is just discuss things that I'm watching on YouTube or on TV or stuff like that. So I told you guys in my last video, I'll put a link to their latest video down below, so maybe you guys can go find them, right? In my last video, I told you that I'm watching them, one, because of the baby cute, and two, because they bought this house in Arizona a few months ago, and they broke it down to the studs, and they've been rebuilding the house. At first, the girl said that her husband was the one doing all the work by himself, but that's not true, because they have contractors and stuff like that, and that was revealed later. I don't know how I feel about the lying. You know, it's kind of like, what, lying by is that lying by omission? Well, in any case, huh?
Lying by commission. That's
commission, right? Because she outwardly said the lie. Okay, thank you, baby. So Jada's off in the background in the living room. I'm bugging her today because Jada sees them getting dragged all over TikTok, right? So they discussed it in the last video, Jada. They said, the guy said that people got all worked up because she made that TikTok saying that he gave her a Christmas gift of babysitting the baby, and how can a dad and a husband babysit his own baby? Well, they explained that that was a joke, and I figured that was a joke. But Jada picked up a vibe from the wife. Jada, what was your vibe?
I don't know, she just seems like crazy.
Ooh, I didn't know that was the vibe she picked up. She's... You, like what? Can you explain? I'm flummoxed. I'm verklempt. Like what, Jada? Can you explain?
She's just like rude.
Okay, but rude and crazy are two different things.
No, it goes hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. Okay, she's rude to the husband or rude to her viewers?
I think she's like rude to the husband.
Uh-huh.
And like she doesn't see it. Like she always has an attitude, and she always has an air about her.
I see that. Now that you say that, I really do see that. I thought it was just like nervous to be on camera, because you know she's self-deprecating, right? She's constantly putting herself down like, I'm fat, I'm this. So her last video, she said that the husband told her that she looks to be 3 months pregnant and that she's gonna go take a pregnancy test. But I don't even know if that really happened. I think she just wanted to take the pregnancy test because she knows that having babies and announcing pregnancies and the baby moon videos, and what else do they have for babies now? Push gifts and gender reveal, all kind of stuff they do with being pregnant that makes a lot of money in YouTube. And you know what, Jada, I'm watching this channel with this little pretty girl, Amaya. Have you seen her? This little British girl? Little baby girl, 2 years old. Daddy is black English, originally from some part of Africa. Mommy is from England, and the little girl is brilliantly smart, can speak languages, can remember things that happened. You know, when she was like 1.5 years, she remembered, oh yeah, I wore that in Germany. And then the mom says, can you say something in German? She goes, Dankeschön. I was like, oh my God. Jada would eat her up. So that lady's pregnant right now, and she's not doing none of what these people are doing to make money in YouTube. She's not showing her big pregnant belly all day long with just a sports bra and some stretch pants. She's not taking pregnancy tests every 2 seconds and having gender reveal and da-da. She's not doing none of that. She's just going through her beautiful pregnancy and just presenting her pretty little Amaya, right? So anyway, she does the pregnancy test. She's breastfeeding the baby, 8 months old. So a lot of times when you're breastfeeding full time, your cycle is messed up anyway. So maybe that's why she's like, well, let me check, because I don't have a cycle or whatever. But I think she checked for camera. That was going to get her some views, because I don't know why people are attracted to like, oh my God, pregnancy announcement, right? So I don't know if the guy really told her that, but it just seems like something he would tell her. And I don't think he says it to be mean. I'm not trying to stick up for this guy. I don't think he says it to be mean. That's just the kind of person he is. I don't go to Joe and ask him if I look fat. The hell?
And plus, like, the self-deprecating, you're just setting yourself up to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're bringing that energy into the vibe. Like, if you were like, I look good, even though I don't feel like I do, I look good.
Mm-hmm.
And then other people around you, hence your husband, will be like, you look good.
Right.
But if you're going to sit there and say, I look fat, then of course he's going to, like, go with whatever vibe you're setting.
Right? Especially if he's an aloof type of a man. I don't get the impression that he's the one that really is sensitive to what people are feeling around him. And not to knock him, that's just some men are just like that. Joe is an aloof type of person. Joe don't pay attention to nobody around him. I'm the one that's like, oh, that person fell, let's help, or that thing fell. He don't pay attention. That doesn't mean he's a bad person, right? So people, I go, like I told you guys in the last video, I don't watch the whole video. I go in the comments. That's where I live, in the comments. And somebody said, you're just putting yourself down because you're wanting to go read positive comments in the comments section from people say, girl, you're not fat, what's wrong with you? So she showed her body in this video, and I showed it to Joshua because I said she was like 130. She might be skinnier than 130. I might have insulted the girl by saying 130. She might be 120 or 150. She's tiny. Joshua goes, what the hell is she talking about? So the guy said, I didn't tell you that you look 3 months pregnant because of your gut or anything. I told you because of your glow. No, he was trying to pretty that up. He probably did say, if she says, do I look pregnant? He probably did go, yeah, a little. Because sometimes you look that way after you eat a burger, right? So, like Jada said, the self-deprecating thing doesn't work for me. You have to always walk in confidence. And that's what I teach all 3 of my children. You don't have to be arrogant. But you have to know that you're worth something, and you have to know what all your gifts are from God. And I feel like this little girl knows nothing about her gifts, right? Because everybody comes with gifts. They're downloaded with gifts. She doesn't know nothing about her gifts more than... She said in one of her videos that people tell her, why don't you go get an education and work? Well, her work is YouTube, in case people didn't know, right? And they said, because what if he leaves you, yada, yada, yada. And she goes, I've never wanted to go to college. I've never wanted to work. I've just always dreamed of being a stay-at-home mom and wife. I'm like... Who does that? Is this 1950? Who dreams of that? Even though I became a stay-at-home mom and a wife, I never sat on my butt. I always did business. If I was making bread and butter to sell, you know, baking powder, bun, I was always doing business. God was setting me up for my cooking show. He truly was. Because I didn't know how to cook when I got married to Joe, right? I knew a couple of things, powder bun, lemon pie, jam roll, stuff like that, right? So, I guess they're still dragging her all over TikTok, but Jada saw a different... I'm glad that Jada chimed in on the background for me, because she saw a difference, because a lot of people are bashing the husband, but Jada is saying the wife got something wrong with her, and she's rude. I know she's rude to her audience. She's very rude to her audience. But she's rude to the husband too, you know? So, and they're saying the husband is racist because he cut the baby hair when the baby was small. He kind of almost shaved it bald or whatever because he didn't want...
It grows back thicker.
Yeah, but they said, oh, he didn't want it to grow curly. I'm like, if he didn't want his baby to look black, would he be with a black girl? Well, or maybe I'm the only one that thinks like that, right? You know, I always knew that I'm lighter skinned than Joe, that my kids can be as darker as Joe, or darker, because Joe's mom was darker. So I love all my babies, no matter what color, no matter what hair. Jay, do you have anything to add to it, babe? You don't have to if you don't have anything else to add.
Well, it's just more like, I think the one thing that stood out too is that one clip you showed me, where she just shoves the drink in his mouth.
Oh yeah, that was rude, right?
Yeah, that was rude. Like,
like she wanted to shut him up.
Yeah, it would be fine if she'd be like, you want a sip? You know, because she just took a sip. But I would just like never... I mean, we do. I mean, I don't know.
Well, Daddy is different.
We like to do that to Daddy because it's funny. Like, me and Josh and Jory will come to.
But you don't do that to him when he's talking.
No.
It's like, Daddy, taste this. And he goes, no, I don't want it to taste it, Daddy, taste it. But you don't jam it in his mouth. And if Daddy was sitting behind me and I did that to him, he would let that water pee on me.
Oh, yeah.
He would say, well, don't.
Spit it out everywhere.
He would spit it right on me. That guy is different because he swallowed that. Anyways, guys, I don't want it to get too long. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing. Thank you, Jada, for being a part of my show, baby girl. I really appreciate your input. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I forgot to tell you one of the main things that I wanted to say about Raf and Iyah is the house is not ready. They had to move out of the apartment. They've been giving 2 weeks to 30-day notice forever at that apartment complex. And they said that the manager told them that they have to leave by New Year's Eve because there's somebody else that's gonna move in on the 1st. Then they came back and they said they paid for 2 more weeks. Well, right now today is January the 11th that we're recording. So they didn't quite pay for 2 more weeks, a little bit shy of 2 weeks. And they had to move out and now they're staying in a hotel. I knew that was gonna happen. You don't even have to be a prophetess or a prophet or a magician or a card reader to know that was going to happen, because the house is not ready. They're still doing drywall. And I guess there's a thing that's called mudding when you do the drywall, Joe. You just usually tape it off. Put it, right?
What's it called? Mudding?
Mudding? Yeah. So that little baby gonna be in there with all the dust and thing kicking up. I'm like, no, they can't do that. So I'm still gonna watch until that house is moving ready, because I love to watch stuff like that.